Excuse me. I heard you were looking for an esthetician student to help you break down some different ingredients and their benefits they have for your skin. Is that right? Perfect. My name's Abby. I'm an esthetician student, and I'm gonna help you learn about a couple ingredients and their benefits they have for your skin. Let's be honest, everyone. Your mama, your daddy, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, your dog, your neighbor, your cat, they all know what hyaluronic acid is. They're told, oh, get hyaluronic acid serum. It's so good for your skin. Put it on before your moisture. What is hyaluronic acid? Tell me that. Right. What category does hyaluronic acid fall under, you ask? Hyaluronic acid is a humectant. Humectants are ingredients that attract water to the skin. They draw in moisture and soften its surface, and they will diminish lines that are caused by dehydration. Because let's be honest, how many of you, looking at you, are drinking as much water as you need to be drinking every day? Oh, is that a fit? Right. Majority of the people are dehydrated, so they're gonna have fine lines, and our humectants are gonna come in and they're gonna save the day and help with hydration. Not so fast. The thing about humectants that I want you to take a note, put it in your pocket, save for later, keep it in your mind, is that they need to be paired with an occlusive or an emollient so that it can lock the moisture in. Otherwise, if you're in a very dry environment, if you go to Arizona or something like that, go to the desert by chance, it can pull the humectant can pull the moisture out of the skin. So we're gonna make sure that we always put an emollient or an occlusive on top of our humectants to make sure that they keep the moisture on your skin. All right, let's rewind and let's address that girl, hyaluronic acid. That's right. So hyaluronic acid is actually found in our skin already. It's already in our body. She really is that girl. But you can find it outside of our body. Where? Get ready for this. They originally found hyaluronic acid on rooster combs. Who did that? Who was it? Anyway, that's where it's originated from. However, nowadays we're modern and we don't go chasing roosters for hyaluronic acid. No, we don't do that anymore. We make it in the lab. That's right. Who should use hyaluronic acid? If you have dehydrated skin from not drinking enough water, hyaluronic acid will help. If you have dryness or flakiness, hyaluronic acid. If you have fine lines caused by dehydration, hyaluronic acid. And let's talk about something real quick. Dry skin lacks sebum, the oil on your skin, but dehydrated skin lacks water, right? So what skin types can be dehydrated? Any skin types can be dehydrated. You're not drinking enough water, your skin's gonna be dehydrated. Doesn't matter what type of skin you have. So don't confuse it with dry skin. But dry skin is also, she's that girl for dry skin, let's be honest. Okay, so now that we have hyaluronic's backstory, we have a little bit of her lore, let's talk about how we can incorporate it into your routine. So when can you use hyaluronic acid? You can use hyaluronic acid both at the morning and at night. And you're gonna put it on after you cleanse your skin, but before you put your moisturizer on. What do humectants need? An emollient or an occlusive. Remember that, because if you just put hyaluronic acid on, say bye-bye, it's not gonna stay on your skin. Are there any side effects to hyaluronic acid, you might ask yourself? Typically, no. Hyaluronic acid is very gentle, it's very mild, but if you're not using it right, love, it might make you feel tight or dry you out. It can pull the moisture from the deeper layers of your skin instead of the air if you're in a very dry climate. So, not really any side effects, but those are something to definitely think about when you're gonna choose a hyaluronic acid to incorporate into your skincare. There aren't really any contraindications. Yay! Women who are pregnant can use hyaluronic acid. If you have acne, you can use hyaluronic acid. If you have sensitive skin, you can use hyaluronic acid. She's really that girl, I'm telling you. Now let's talk about glycerin. Glycerin is another humectant, and it is one of the most researched and reliable humectants out there. Glycerin comes from plant oils like soybean, coconut, and palm oil, or not as common with the modern skincare, but it can also come from animal fats. It is most of the time going to be derived from those plant oils and then refined in the lab for its purity. Being another humectant, it's great for, again, dehydrated skin, dry, rough, or flaky skin, and somebody that has a compromised skin barrier. Do me a favor, when you go home, or if you've got some lotion or moisturizer in your backpack, pull it out and look at the ingredients. I guarantee you it contains glycerin. It is found in almost every moisturizer because it is very good at improving your skin's hydration. Humectant, that's right. So how can you incorporate it in your routine? Same thing as hyaluronic acid. You're gonna be using it morning and night, and then it's gonna go on after your cleanser before your moisturizer, and it also pairs very well with hyaluronic acid. Are there any side effects with glycerin? Not really, no. Very rare, very rare cases there's been mild irritation, but it's just like hyaluronic acid, it's that girl. So you're not gonna really experience any side effects with glycerin. Also, any contraindications? No, just be safe if you're going to Arizona. Literally, that's all. If you're in a dry environment, be safe. Okay, put a moisturizer over it, just like any other humectant. That's right. All right, there's one more humectant that I want to talk to you about. This one's called algae extract. Where does it come from? Seaweed, kelp or microalgae. It can be harvested from the oceans or grown in a controlled environment and then extracted. The algae extract. Some skin conditions that it helps treat. It's a little different from glycerin and hyaluronic acid because as well as dehydrated skin, helping dehydrated skin and dryness, it can also act as a soothing ingredient because it can help ease irritated or sensitive skin. And then also algae extract helps dull skin, and it can also help with early signs of aging. You can incorporate it in your routine the same way. So we're gonna be able to apply it in the morning and at night. And you're gonna cleanse your skin, and then you're gonna put your algae extract, whatever form it comes in. It can come in a serum, a mask, a moisturizer. So you're gonna cleanse, then use your algae extract, and then you're gonna put on your moisturizer. And if it's the morning, you're gonna put on your SPF. All right. Some side effects that could happen if you put algae extract on your face. You're gonna want to stay away if you're allergic. Hate to tell you, but if you are allergic to marine ingredients, then you're gonna want to stay away from this one. It's okay, get past. There's other humectants, it'll be okay. So yeah, we're gonna stay away from it if you're allergic. And other than that though, it's pretty well tolerated. There's not much to worry about. There's rarely irritation, but contraindication, well, speaking of allergies, yeah, if you're allergic, you're contraindicated, babe. I'm so sorry, you're contraindicated. Some algae extracts can be comedogenic, depending on their formulation. So if you're acne prone, maybe stay away from this humectant. Other than that, should be good. Okay, so have you ever like maybe walked outside by chance, been stressed out, looked at a phone, looked at a TV, been exposed to the sun? Right. Me too. It's all good. Yeah, so that can cause free radical damage. What is a free radical? Right. So free radicals, they take electrons from compounds in the body such as proteins, lipids, and DNA, and this process destabilizes and oxidizes a once healthy molecule, and then it creates more, and then it goes ahead and just creates more of them. So what if there's one of them, then it's gonna steal it. It's gonna steal an electron from the things like lipids and proteins. We don't want that. Right, so let me tell you about this amazing thing. Sit down. It's called an antioxidant. Let's talk about her. Okay, so the antioxidants, they're going to protect the skin from the damaging free radicals, and they're going to neutralize them before they can attach themselves to the cell membranes and destroy the cells. Right. So antioxidants are great in helping combat the damage that the free radicals want to try. They want to run amok, and the antioxidant says no. That's not gonna happen, because what the antioxidant does, it lends an electron to these unstable boys. We don't want that. Get them banned. We don't want that in here. So we are going to lend, the antioxidant is gonna lend an electron to the free radical in order to stabilize it before it can cause bad damage. She's really a superhero. She's out here saving us. Vitamin C is also referred to as absorbic acid, Wolf. Absorbic acid. Ascorbic acid. And it is found naturally, like in citruses, like oranges, lemons, berries, kiwis. So we should be eating them. Eat them too. And they're also created in the lab. Let's be honest. Lots of things are created in the lab. It's 2026, Wolf. Skin conditions that it helps treat is going to be hyperpigmentation, dullness or an uneven skin tone, fine lines and wrinkles, sun damage, acne. So she's just a multitasker. She really is. She's versatile. So how are we gonna incorporate this superhero into our routine, you might ask? Let me tell you. So we're gonna use her in the morning. Right? Because we need her to be fighting those free radicals all day. We're gonna apply it after cleansing and before moisturizing. And we're gonna follow this up with an SPF. And this is a non-negotiable. I'm so sorry, SPF is a non-negotiable in general, but like especially with vitamin C, because it's gonna boost sunscreen's effectiveness. Doesn't replace it. You listening? It doesn't replace it, but it will boost SPF's effectiveness. That's right. Now listen, I know she's a superhero, but there might be some possible side effects. Let's go over them very, very quick. So there might be some tingling or mild stinging. It might be more common at first when you first incorporate a vitamin C. It could cause a little bit of redness or irritation or dryness, or breakouts. If you are a more sensitive skin girly, then a derivative of a vitamin C rather than the pure L-ascorbic acid might be a better place to start, at least. But other than that, it's a great antioxidant to incorporate into your routine. You're gonna be contraindicated if you are very, very sensitive skin. If you have very sensitive skin, or if you have a compromised skin barrier at all. So like eczema or rosacea, maybe vitamin C isn't gonna be the best for you. You're also gonna be contraindicated if you're using strong active ingredients like high strength retinoids or exfoliating acids. Other than that though, you should be good. And I'm gonna give you a little tip. When you're gonna buy a vitamin C, because you should, we're not gonna get a vitamin C that comes in a dropper. We're gonna look for one that is in an airtight container packaging, because if it is in that dropper and you have to keep constantly taking the dropper out and exposing vitamin C to air, that is what's gonna break it down and oxidize it faster. So we're gonna avoid those because we want our vitamin C to last. You want to know what is perfect to pair with vitamin C that is also an antioxidant?
Yes!
Let me tell you, vitamin E. Vitamin E. It's going to be derived naturally from sources like nuts, specifically like almonds and hazelnuts, or seeds like sunflower seeds, or plants like sunflower oil, plant oils specifically. And it can be naturally derived from those things, or it can be made in a lab. It's 2026 again. What skin condition does it help treat? Vitamin E is more about protection and repair than correction, but it's going to be fighting those reactions. Vitamin E is going to help with dry skin / dehydration. She's moisturizing, very moisturizing. Sensitive or irritated skin because she's soothing. She's anti-inflammatory. A damaged skin barrier. That's right. Sun damage support. It's not a sunscreen, but it does help repair. And it helps with scarring and post-acne marks. And vitamin E, she's gentle. She's a calm one, right? So we're going to use her either in the morning or at night. Vitamin E is actually usually found in a lot of moisturizers and oils and serums already. So do a cleanser, and then we're going to do the vitamin E, and then we're going to do a moisturizer, and then we're going to do our sunscreen. Vitamin E generally is pretty well tolerated, but something to keep in mind, it can feel heavy on your skin, a little greasy. It can be a little pore clogging for acne prone or oily skin type. You're going to be contraindicated if you're acne prone or you have super oily skin, because it can cause breakouts because of its formulation. Obviously, if you're allergic to vitamin E, don't use her. Don't use her, right? Other than that, you're good to go. I'm almost done, I swear. Okay, we're going to lastly talk about niacinamide. It is also sometimes known as vitamin B3, so you might hear her called another name. She's found naturally in meat, fish, eggs, green vegetables, or whole grains. In skincare, it is almost always going to be lab synthesized for its stability and effectiveness. Niacinamide is also very versatile, right? She is going to work for acne breakouts. It will reduce inflammation and oil production, enlarged pores, hyperpigmentation, redness and sensitivity. She's very calming. Did you know? She's very calming. Uneven skin tone and texture, fine lines, and weak skin barrier, because she's going to increase the ceramide production. That's right. You can use it morning and night. After cleansing, before moisturizer. Same thing. Niacinamides are generally very well tolerated. However, if you're using a high concentration, like 10% plus, it may cause redness, irritation, or breakouts. This might be one where you start lower and then work your way up. Then we're going to avoid layering too many high strength actives all at once if your skin has the tendency to be reactive, right? Because we're not trying to make her react. So other than that though, as far as contraindications go, should be good to go. Okay, everyone, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your attentiveness, and I hope you took notes, and I hope you will be incorporating humectants and antioxidants into your skincare routine.